What's up you guys, it's YGO here, and in this video, well, we're going to talk about a very funny deck which is called Tribute Stun. Let's go back into the days, right? Yeah, I'm sorry if this video is kind of weird and if you hear some noises on the background because I'm in my hotel room in Brussels. Yeah, and it's weird. But okay. Without that being a big point, just let's keep on going with the video. So I was talking to my friend who was getting back into Yu-Gi-Oh earlier today, and we were actually talking a little bit about Domain Monarchs versus Tribute Stun as a deck. And I sent him a video, like I uploaded the video like a year ago at LLDS Westender, which I managed to get top 3 at with Tribute Stun. That was in the Domain Monarch structure deck era thingy wingy. So yeah, I was like, that video is like already like a year old, and I just wanted to make it again. You know, it's a really good deck, but the video is so outdated. So yeah, well, give me. Okay, it's okay, sorry. So I was like, let's work on an update, and because I'm alone in my hotel room, I was like, okay, let's just do this, guys. Let's do this. So yeah, here's the deck. So yeah, this deck is mainly focused around making sure that your opponent cannot play the game. Like, you have Domain Monarchs, and Domain Monarchs is a bit more focused on, okay, let's prevent your opponent from using their extra deck. But this deck is actually just to completely prevent your opponent from playing. No monster effects, no special summoning, no trap cards, nothing. So yeah, I'm just going to walk through the deck. So to start off, we're playing triple Jinzo. We just saw with YCI's Atlanta that Paleozoics is still a thing, and yeah, we need to keep that in mind because there are a lot of players who are pretty much playing trap heavy decks lately. And we need to take in consideration that if a trap card is being chained against this deck, it's over. Because if they manage to like Solemn Warning like your Vanity's Fiend, or if they manage to heck even trap hole your Vanity's Fiend, it's pretty much over. And that's a really big issue for the deck. So that's why triple Jinzo also really good synergy with the Allure of Darkness. So yeah. Up next, the main man, the one and only big brother of the deck, Vanity's Fiend. Vanity's Fiend is pretty much the best card in the meta at the moment. Like, if you play him, there are so many decks who are just going to be shut down completely because they cannot special summon anymore. Next card, Majesty's Fiend. Majesty's Fiend is also a really good card. He's less than Vanity's Fiend, but he's a really good card. Combining Majesty's Fiend with Domain of the True Monarchs really is a strong field, and the March of the Monarchs really combines a strong board. So yeah, that's really nice. Vanity's Fiend, no more special summoning, and Majesty's Fiend, no more monster effects. Up next, we're playing double Kaiser Vorse Raider. This deck has a really big issue with pre-established boards, and therefore you need either a beat stick, which is going to be your Kaiser Vorse Raider, because he's a monster you can just special summon from your hand and has 1900 attack, which is really nice. And you also play things like Rogeki, Darkhole, Soul Exchange, Stormfort to try to deal with your opponent's board. But there is going to be many times that you will not be able to get through the board, and that's the main issue. So I try to make it as much possible for you to still come back. But it really depends on how you're going to be playing the deck. So yeah, up next, double Mithra. So I was actually testing her out at 3, but I believe that Mithra has not really a good synergy with this type of deck because you're already playing the Squires and, well, I mean like the other Vessels. Mithra is not bad if you don't have anything in your hand, and just like a Mithra and a Vanity's Fiend or a Majesty's Fiend, he's really good. But on the other hand, I was just like, okay, let's just put it to 2, and it actually works a lot better. So yeah, triple of the Dark and triple of the Light Squires, you just need them. They're your Tribute Fathers, the main guys, still also in Domain Monarchs and also for Tribute Stun. I'm playing double Maxi. Maxi, really nice, like what I just said, like if you're not going first, Maxi can really help you a lot because this deck has such a problem. The main problem is, and that's a benefit that Domain Monarchs have, Domain Monarch can actually play Pantheism. This deck cannot play Pantheism because you're not playing a Monarch, you do not have any synergy with the deck. Like if you're going to put like 3 tenacity, like you know your standard Monarch spell lineup, like 1 Pantheism and triple tenacity in this deck, you're going to have a big problem because tenacity has only 3 targets on the whole deck to work with, and that are your 3 Majesty's Fiend. And if you're going to change it up a bit, like adding Erebus, adding Cuirass, adding other cards, then you're not playing Tribute Stun, you're playing Domain Monarchs. And I really wanted to keep this deck Tribute Stun based, so yeah. Next card, we're playing triple Allure of Darkness. You have a lot of targets. You have 3 Jinzos, 3 Vanity's Fiends, double Kaiser Vorse Raider, and 3 Eidos, which are 3, 5, 6 or 11 targets in the whole deck, which is more than enough to play 3 at, and you can miss a couple cards. Like if you already have a Vanity's Fiend on the board, you don't need the extra one in your hand, just pop it away with Allure of Darkness. 1 for 1, you need this card, like if you don't have anything on the field that you contribute off, 1 for 1 can help you get into like your Idea, and then especially in your Eidos, and get a play from that, so yeah. 1 Regeki, as I said before, really hard going second in this deck, so board wipes are a thing, so yeah. Reinforcement of the army really helps a lot to the deck because you can search out your Idea if you don't have it, and it's pretty much never a dead card. You can take it out depending on your game too. 1 Day of Peace, you don't care putting a lot, well, you don't want to put a lot of damage on the board as soon as possible with this deck. You really want to play slow, you want to take a really low pace and take your opponent to your pace and not play the other way around. You don't want to go to the pace of your opponent because then you're going to find yourself having no cards in your hand at the end of the turn and having nothing on your field. You want to try, even if it goes slow, to establish such a board that your opponent cannot get over it and really get, well, like the term says, an unbreakable board on the field. Combining March, Domain, Majesty's Fiend or Vanity's Fiend, really getting that unbreakable board. And it doesn't matter if your opponent gets another draw, it doesn't matter if you cannot put damage on board yet, it will come eventually. So give it your time, and draw is more important than anything else. 1 Dark Hole, like with Regeki, board wipes, they're the shit, you need them. Up next, double Soul Exchange. Well, this is weird, you know. I'm playing Soul Exchange because Stormfort is at 1. If Stormfort was still at 3, it would just be 3 Stormforts. But with Stormfort being at 1, you need tributes, and sometimes it is going to happen that you do not have a tribute well, you don't have 3 tribute fodders for what you have in your hand, and then you're in a big trouble because you need to skip a turn, and then they can OTK you. Well, it's really weird, so you need to get to a tribute fodder as soon as possible, and Soul Exchange helps a lot. I also tried out to check on Tribute Burial. I checked it out as well, but the main issue with Tribute Burial is it also relies on the graveyard, and if your opponent DD Crows a card, you're fucked. That's why I don't really like Tribute Burial. It is a good card, but I don't think it's good in this build. Then I was also thinking about playing like triple Battle Fader in the deck. Battle Fader has a really nice synergy, and I would actually put it in a side deck triple times because first off, it's an Allure of Darkness target, it's a special summon, so a tribute fodder target, and it stops your opponents from OTKing you. But on the other hand, I did not have room to put him in. So if you really want to try it out, you can actually try taking 2 meters out and maybe taking like 1 Eidos out and putting 3 Battle Faders in. That would actually work, but I prefer it like this and put 3 Battle Faders in your side deck. So let's say if you're playing against Fluffle and your opponent goes first, well, let's put it like this. You go first in the first turn, you establish your board, your opponent pretty much loses the first turn, they're going second. So if you can side in triple Battle Faders, they're really going to help you out in game 2 because Fluffle is pretty much our OTK based deck. So yeah, also cubic, stuff like that, so yeah. Let's just keep on going, okay? 1 Upstart Goblin, same reasoning as with 1 Day of Peace. You don't care if your opponent gains 1000 life points. Eventually, once you establish that unbreakable board, you are going to put on the damage on the field, so it doesn't really matter. As I mentioned before, 1 Monarch Stormfort. Sad that it's at 1. I really hope in the future it will get back at 2 or 3, but I don't see it happening because it's just a way too good, a powerful card, because it's a quick spell. It's just too good. I don't think they will put it at 2 or at 3 again, but hey, everybody keeps praying to God as well every day, so we might as well just hope for it. Triple March of the Monarch, you really need to play this card at 3. Tribute Stun needs this card. I would even say that March of the Monarchs is more important in this deck than Domain of the Monarchs. So Triple March and Triple Domain are pretty staple. Then, as I just said, you're also playing the Triple Domain of the True Monarchs. March of the Monarchs, Domain, and Majesty's Fiend, your opponent will pretty much instantly scoop, so yeah. And then I'm playing the one Prime Monarch trap card, and I would actually think of taking this out, but on the other hand, this time, well, most of the times, the Prime card pretty much comes in so clutch, and yeah, it's really weird. When I don't want to see it, it's there, and when I need it, it's also there, so it's kind of weird. Like, it can be a death draw sometimes, but on the other hand, most likely you're just going to pop it up, you're going to make it go to the graveyard or set it, and they will destroy it. Doesn't really matter. But the original the Prime Monarch, you just need to play it because sometimes you need it as a tribute fodder, and it can help you a lot. So yeah, guys, that's pretty much it. So if you really enjoyed this video, then, and if you learned something, of course, please like the video. If you have an opinion on this, if you want to help me make this deck become again like the previous glory it had, then please just comment in the comment section below. Give me some tips, give me some advice. It doesn't really matter. I'm happy with every comment that I get, unless it's flaming or harassment or stuff like that. But just let's make this a community deck, and let's just try to return it to its previous glory. So yeah. Also, please subscribe to the channel, guys. The channel is growing a lot, and I'm trying to put as much time as possible into the quality and the content of this channel. So yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. I want to thank you for watching. Thank you for all the comments, all the subscribers that I have so far. Thank you for all the support that I'm receiving and all the kind messages. That's it, guys. So please comment, like, and subscribe. And the Yu-Gi-Oh! Box signing off.